Finally here.
And another one.
The most important day on the movie calendar. The day that us movie nerds 100% look forward to. We are finally here. It's going down tomorrow. The Oscars.
I'm ready. You ready for this?
I'm ready. Welcome to a special edition of Back to the Classics. I am your boy, Jay Alonzo. With me is my guy,
Kay Williams. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? What's going on, man? Like we missed you on the last show. I know you were busy, but I needed my guy here, my co-pilot here, to help me steer this ship in the right direction.
Oh, definitely. I'm ready for this episode we got today because
Yes.
I'll be watching it tomorrow. I'll be watching.
Oh, hell yeah. I can't wait to watch tomorrow. So we got two shows. We had two shows this week, this being the second show. The Oscars are on tomorrow. I can't think of a much more, of a important time in Hollywood than Oscar night. I love the Oscars.
That's because there isn't one.
Because
There isn't one.
Yeah.
The Oscars is it. You win an Oscar, it's a done deal.
the Oscars is like the championship game, and all these movies and all these other award shows in the last couple of weeks. That's like the playoffs. This is the championship game.
It's like winning that heavyweight belt.
100%. Going for that triple double, depending on who's going to be the multi winners for tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to it. So with this show, me and Kay, we're going to give you guys our Oscar predictions. Now, I don't want to say we're going to cover the important categories, but we're going to cover the categories that are important to us. Stuff like best visual effects. I'm going to go ahead and call out for Doctor Strange. If not Doctor Strange, I'm giving it to Jungle Book.
Jungle Book?
Hell yeah.
Doctor Strange, yes. But Jungle Book, yeah. I mean, yeah, it was live action. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Okay. All right. Well,
but just to let you know, there was about 24 categories.
24 categories.
So we're going to hit on the main 8.
Yes. Okay. So let's get this thing going. We're gonna kick it off with best documentary feature, not short, feature. And the nominees are Fire at Sea, I Am Not Your Negro, Life Animated, OJ Made in America, and 13th. K, who will win? Who should win?
Now, I've heard Life Animated was pretty good. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it, but I did see 13th. I did see OJ Made in America. And I honestly believe 13th should win. Because when that came out, it had my social media blowing up.
Oh, it was going.
Everybody was talking about, have you seen this? You need to watch this. This needs to be shown in school. Mm-hmm. So none of these other ones has hit a social media platform to that level.
Okay. So you're saying that who will win is 13th, who should win is 13th. Okay.
Exactly.
All right, I'm going to go with who will win 13th. Who should win is 13th. I did see Life Animated. It's a fantastic documentary. It's definitely give you a lot of insight in the world of animation about a artist in particular, actually. I Am Not Your Negro is a strong documentary. It definitely gives you the insight to something that you didn't necessarily know about, even though it's a stacked year, with I Am Not Your Negro, OJ Made in America, and 13th, because all three documentaries, with the exception of OJ, which focuses on OJ Simpson, but it does talk about it covers a certain part of racism in the mid 70s, the early 80s in Los Angeles, and how OJ was basically, he didn't see black or white. He saw OJ, and to him, that's all that really mattered. Mm-hmm. But I think it's a strong documentary, even though it's worth the argument that it's not necessarily a movie. It was really a TV show.
It was like a 6-episode series.
Yeah, it was a 6-part series on ESPN. It was one of their 30 for 30 documentaries. So I feel as if OJ won't win because of the technicalities of it being not necessarily a theatrically released movie. Neither is 13th. It's a Netflix movie, but it is a movie though, nonetheless. But
nonetheless,
yeah, I'm gonna say who will win is 13th. Who should win is 13th. All right, so let's move on. Animated feature film. We have Kubo and the Two Strings, Moana, My Life as a Zucchini, The Red Turtle, and Zootopia.
now I've seen everything except for My Life as Zucchini. Red Turtle. It was an animated version of Castaway. I wasn't really feeling that. Moana has definitely had excellent music, excellent story. But I think who should win is Zootopia. Kubo and the Two Strings was an excellent movie, but I think who will win is Moana.
That's a good call. It's a good call. I saw Kubo and the Two Strings. I loved it. It's a fantastic movie. However, it really does boil down to either Moana or Zootopia. Moana's getting a lot of heat. Like it's really picking up some serious momentum. My pick for this is going to be who will win is Moana. Who should win? I'm torn between the two because I'm like you. I saw The Red Turtle. I wasn't really a fan of it. I have not had a chance to see My Life as a Zucchini. But I did see Kubo, Moana, and Zootopia. Zootopia is such a delight of a movie. It's one of those Disney movies that take on adult themes that most kids probably won't pick up on until you rewatch the movie years down the road. Moana, on the other hand, Moana takes you back to those iconic vibes that Disney movies back in the day would give you. Like almost the whole movie is practically a song, and then
exactly.
And then The Rock does this, fantastic character, and the movie as a whole, and plus Lin-Manuel Miranda, he's up for an Oscar as well for Best Original Song for How Far I'll Go, which is probably my favorite song in the movie. So I'm gonna go ahead and say who will win is Moana. Who should win is Moana.
Oh,
yeah,
I like Moana. I love it. Took me back to my roots a little bit. I'm half Hawaiian, half Jamaican. But Zootopia gave excellent story for kids on how everybody can coexist.
Yes. In a world where nobody's the same. Everybody's different. When I saw Zootopia in theaters, I took my daughter, and my cousin Sarita took her daughter as well and her son. And we were sitting there. And then, the scene when we get the grow house. I was like, wait a minute. Is there a grow house in Zootopia? Like, there's a drug dealer's unit? Oh, my God.
He was a herbalist.
Man, like, boy, Disney, y'all taking it far with these adult themes now.
Yeah, they gotta try and keep up with the times.
All right, so let's move on to directing. Now we're getting down to the nitty gritty because these next 6 categories are the most important to me. Directing is a sport. It's something that not everybody can do, and a true director's vision must come to life when it comes to collaborating and having everybody that's on your crew on the same page, as well as the actors, the musicians, the tech guys. Directing is such a big deal, and I think this year it's so stacked, because now we're getting to the point to where we're talking about the captain of a project that saw it from beginning to end, and now we've now made it to the Oscars to where the big trophy is coming. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now,
right.
I always had this theory: whoever wins Best Director won't win Best Picture.
Well, I mean, Best Picture is so stacked by itself. Like, that section is stacked
beyond stacked
by itself, because that is such a hard decision on the Best Picture as opposed to directing. You're right. When the director shows his vision, that vision needs to be seen by everybody that watches the movie, and his whole staff, his whole production team has to be on point, on page with everything he's saying. So for directing, I don't think they would win Best Picture.
Okay.
Because they're always stacked against.
Well, tell me what you think about these nominees. For Best Director, we have Denis Villeneuve. I'm sure I fucked his name up. For Arrival. We have Mel Gibson, Hacksaw Ridge. Damien Chazelle for La La Land. Kenneth Lonergan from Manchester by the Sea. And Barry Jenkins, Moonlight. Who is winning it and who should win it?
You know, to be honest, Mel Gibson does awesome work since he has stepped into the directing role. More, I should say. Moonlight was awesomely written, but it's so hard, man. You would throw that in there, huh? Because Hacksaw Ridge, I was told was a good movie. And then when I went and watched it, I watched it twice, like back to back. I was like, yo,
Hacksaw Ridge,
this movie is dope.
Hacksaw Ridge is an amazing movie. It truly, truly is. You know, when I first saw it, I was just blown away. Like, damn, Mel Gibson came back, and he came back to play. You know, and now because of the success of Hacksaw Ridge, you know, he's now being courted for directing Suicide Squad 2, which I'm not totally against. You know, I feel like Mel Gibson definitely shines when it comes to like directing action sequences and war. And I think the kooky premise behind Suicide Squad, Mel Gibson's vision when it comes to shooting big extravagant things, I think it could be a great match. I'm gonna call it on this one. I'm gonna say who will win. I'm gonna give it to Chazelle for La La Land, and the reason why is because La La Land is the only movie this year with the most nominations. Now, when a movie has the most nominations, they're not going to win every single one. They'll clean up a few, but it's all about momentum, you know? So I don't see La La Land taking Best Picture, but I do see Chazelle perhaps taking Best Director. You know, I think Barry Jenkins with Moonlight, the way that movie was shot, the way he pieced the story together is very much in the conversation because Barry Jenkins, this wasn't his first movie, but the way he, you know, put together Moonlight to, you know, to be something just as special as it was, because you know the play that it's based off of, the way the play flows, it doesn't flow like the movie. The play flows basically, it's not in order. It's not in a chronological order. In the movie, we literally watched this young man go from a young boy to a grown man. And, you know, we never lose our way. So,
right.
I'm going to say, for me, who will win, Chazelle. Who should win, Barry Jenkins for Moonlight.
Okay. I'm going to say who should win, Mel Gibson for Hacksaw Ridge.
Who should win?
Who will win, yeah, that's who should win. Who will win, what's the director for La La Land?
Damien Chazelle.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with him then.
All right. So you heard it here first. Let's take it over to the ladies. Best Actress in a Supporting Role. Now, this category is stacked. I mean, beyond stacked. I've seen all 5 movies with these ladies, but I think this is one of those few times the Academy 100% got it right. So where you have Viola Davis for Fences. You have Naomi Harris for Moonlight, Nicole Kidman for Lion, Octavia Spencer for Hidden Figures, and Michelle Williams for Manchester by the Sea. Who's going to win that? Who should win that?
I've watched all 5 of them. And I feel like, these movies were so good. But I feel Viola Davis should win for Fences.
Okay.
But I feel Michelle Williams will win for Manchester by the Sea.
Okay, so
either her or Nicole Kidman for Lion.
I'm going to look at Nicole Kidman and Michelle Williams practically in the same boat. The reason why I say that is because though Michelle Williams' performance in Manchester by the Sea is riveting, she's barely in the movie. However, she is an integral part of the story. So when she does get her screen time, she electrifies the screen. Same thing with Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman is barely in Lion, but when she is, on screen, she commands that screen. Now, the one issue I have with this category, I feel as if, though Octavia Spencer in Hidden Figures is fantastic, I don't expect anything less from her. She's already an Oscar winner for The Help,
right? And
she's making her way around, and she's definitely leaving her mark in Hollywood. I would have loved to see Janelle Monáe get a Oscar nomination.
I was thinking that. I felt Janelle Monáe would have been better in this category than Octavia Spencer.
Absolutely. And I feel that way because when I saw I've seen Hidden Figures 3 times in theaters. And I feel that Janelle Monáe flat out steals the movie, and she shows such, forget my term here, she showed such balls. But
she did,
and she went up against, not against, but she went toe to toe with Taraji and with Octavia Spencer and held her own, in 2 movies this year because she's also in Moonlight as well. But
exactly,
I felt like if I were to replace anybody, and once again, I love Octavia Spencer, she's a fantastic actress, I would actually replace Octavia with Janelle Monáe for Hidden Figures. So another thing that kind of pissed me off, Viola Davis in a supporting role, I feel that's wrong. And the reason why that's wrong, because if you've seen Fences, she
was the lead.
She's the lead. She's 100% the lead. And if you're going to put Denzel in a leading role for actors, you should have put Viola Davis in a leading role for actress. But I feel like Paramount wanted to have her in that supporting actress category to kind of up her chances of actually winning. So on that aspect, I understand. I get it. But for people who have seen Fences, Viola Davis commands this movie. Even on the scenes when she's not when Denzel's not there, she commands this movie. Like nobody can cry like Viola Davis.
I give you that one. You're right about that. What I'll say is,
who will win? I'm gonna say it. Who will win? Viola Davis for Fences, because the momentum is 100% going her way. Who should win? I'm gonna say Viola Davis as well for Fences. Now, Naomi Harris in Moonlight, another powerful performance. Loved her in it. She showed that amount of pain and sorrow that you would get from a mother in that position.
Mm-hmm.
And Nicole Kidman in Lion is great as well, and Michelle Williams in Manchester by the Sea is awesome. But who will win and who should win the actress in the supporting role will go to Viola Davis for Fences.
Okay, I'm with it.
All right. So we're going over to the Best Actor in a Supporting Role, another stacked category. Once again, these five cats are putting out just A1 performances, man. And I think this last year showcased some really strong performances by these guys. The nominations are, I'm going to fuck his name up, Mahershala Ali for Moonlight. Did I say that right? I said that right?
Yep, you said it right.
All right. Jeff Bridges for Hell or High Water. Lucas Hedges for Manchester by the Sea. Dev Patel for Lion, and Michael Shannon for Nocturnal Animals. Who will win and who should win?
Now, Mahershala Ali, he did an awesome job, even though he was in it for like 10 minutes. But I think Jeff Bridges should win for Hell or High Water because he did a good job with that. And I think who will win would be Michael Shannon for Nocturnal Animals.
Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, I played a field on this one.
Man, if this was a Vegas bet, oh my God. Ali is a lot like Michelle Williams and a lot like Nicole Kidman in Lion. They're barely in the movie, but when he is in the movie, his part is so memorable. As a matter of fact, when you watch Moonlight, you can't help but to think about that character once he's already left the screen for the remainder of the movie, and you can tell that character has such an impact on the boy that he carried that through him. He carried that with him throughout the movie. And the same thing goes for Dev Patel in Lion. This should have been a lead role, but he's a supporting. But Lucas Hedges from Manchester by the Sea, he's great in the movie. He definitely went up against Casey Affleck, and he held his own. And then, of course, Jeff Bridges, that's the man. That's our new Duke. And Hella High Water is such a fantastic movie. So I'm going to call it, and Michael Shannon for Nocturnal Animals. Also, very limited screen time, but when he is there, he is electrifying. So, this is going to be a hard one to call. I'm going to say who will win. I feel like it could go to Michael Shannon. I feel like it could go to Michael Shannon because he's been nominated before. However, Mahershala Ali, he has the momentum right now. He won the Golden Globes. He won another award recently too. I want to say it was the I can't think of the one he just won for. But usually, before we get to the Oscars, you have this long list of different award shows that are coming up that all cater to the same thing. And usually recently for supporting actor in those various award shows, it's been Mahershala Ali for Moonlight. So the momentum is shifting his way 100%. So I would say who will win is Michael Shannon for Nocturnal Animals. Who should win is Mahershala Ali for Moonlight.
Okay.
Yeah. We're at actress in a leading role. We're going back to the ladies. We have Isabel Huppert for Elle, Ruth Negga for Loving, Natalie Portman for Jackie, Emma Stone for La La Land, Meryl Streep for Florence Foster Jenkins. Who you got?
Okay. Meryl Streep does awesome work. Mm-hmm. Emma Stone killed La La Land. Mm-hmm. Isabella Huppert in Elle, she did pretty good. But I think I have to give this to Natalie Portman for Jackie.
Okay, so who will win is Natalie Portman. Who should win is who?
Yeah. Who should win, I believe, is Emma Stone for La La Land. She did real good. And I was like, for this to be a musical, I was digging her.
I'll say this. This category is stacked. Unfortunately, I didn't see Elle. It is on my my to watch list for sure, but I haven't seen Elle yet. I did see Jackie though, and Jackie is such an uncomfortable movie. I mean, you really do see the turmoil that Jackie Kennedy goes through before and after her husband is killed. And really what sold the movie for me, because the movie itself is not fantastic. I'll be the first to say it. But Natalie Portman as Jackie Kennedy, though, her performance is wow. Like, she has Jackie's voice down, her mannerisms down, and then really we're getting the story of the First Lady, who we probably wouldn't normally get that particular story unless we talk about unless we talk about Hillary Clinton or Barbara Bush, the more known First Ladies. We never really knew the story of Jackie Kennedy after Kennedy was shot and killed. So you go over to Ruth Negga for Loving, and I think her performance is fantastic. I think, once again, the movie, I personally, it was fine. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it either, but her performance does stand out. Meryl Streep, man, it's the Street Monster, man. She gets nominated for, drinking milk outside of a Starbucks. Now, for this, and I did not see Florence Foster Jenkins, but like you said, Meryl Streep, is fantastic in almost everything she does, and usually almost everything she does will get a nomination.
Right.
I feel like you could have easily replaced Meryl Streep with Viola Davis. Easily. You know what I'm saying? Because she had the momentum. I would say who will win is Emma Stone for La La Land. Who should win, I'm going to give it to Natalie Portman for Jackie.
Okay.
You took Natalie Portman for Jackie to win it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But who should win is Emma Stone.
Is Emma Stone.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so we got 2 left. We're at Best Actor in a Leading Role. I love this category because this is going to be the most debating. We're at Casey Affleck for Manchester by the Sea, Andrew Garfield for Hacksaw Ridge, Ryan Gosling for La La Land, Viggo Mortensen for Captain Fantastic, and Denzel for Fences. Who will win? Who should win?
All right. Now, the only one I haven't seen Captain Fantastic.
Great movie.
So I don't know how Viggo has done in this movie. But Casey Affleck did an excellent job in Manchester by the Sea. Andrew Garfield, I feel, should win for Hacksaw Ridge. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Zell. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to the master, Denzel, for Fences.
To Zell.
Denzel will win, but Andrew Garfield should win for Hacksaw Ridge because he had the character he portrayed. Mm-hmm. He had his voice down, his mannerisms down, and he helped tell his story to a T. Excellent story.
Okay. For me, I did see Captain Fantastic, and it is a great movie. Viggo Mortensen displays a man that's broken, a man that is trying to do the best for his family with his beliefs, and the other family, they don't really believe in him, and they think he's a bit of a hippie of some sorts. But Captain Fantastic is excuse the pun, fantastic. For me, Casey Affleck was very strong in Manchester by the Sea. And had I not seen Fences or Hacksaw Ridge for that matter, I would have said he's a sure shot to win. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But then I seen La La Land, and then I seen Hacksaw Ridge, and then I seen Fences. And to pick up on what you said about Andrew Garfield, he just murders this role. And you feel for him.
He did.
Yeah.
This is the best role I've seen him play thus far.
And you feel for him, and you feel for what he's going through. And, when so many people are saying, listen, fuck this war shit, get out of here, but he had his beliefs, and he wanted to go out there and he wanted to fight the good fight without actually, picking up a gun and killing somebody. So I definitely respect his dedication to the role and what he was able to bring to that role. And Hacksaw Ridge as a whole, I love it. And I remember when I seen Hacksaw Ridge, and then I saw Silence maybe a couple days later. And I know at the time he was being courted for either lead role for Silence or a lead role for Hacksaw Ridge. And it was even to the point to where they said he could have been the first person to be nominated for 2 movies in one category. Now that I've seen Silence, I'm actually glad that they stuck with Hacksaw Ridge and not Silence, because Silence was almost overlooked. Mm-hmm. So for me, and then of course Ryan Gosling and La La Land, I don't expect less. I don't expect nothing less from Ryan Gosling. He's a fantastic actor, and he holds his own in a movie that's primarily a musical, but Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, without them, this movie just does not work. And I think
exactly.
I think their chemistry itself speaks volumes. I won't give him the best actor Oscar, but he's definitely worthy of a nomination. Absolutely. And then of course you got Zell. You know what I'm saying? That's Denzel.
You got the man.
You got the man. That's Denzel. And Normally, I would say Denzel so I could be biased, but let's be real. Denzel killed Fences
He did.
as, a performer who's taken on the task of leading the movie, producing and directing the movie. He had a lot of hats to wear, and he still was able to execute a tour de force performance. And I feel like just like Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone in La La Land, Fences does not work without Denzel Washington and Viola Davis. It just doesn't. So, who will win? I'm gonna say Denzel Washington. Who should win? I can't help it. Denzel Washington. Denzel will win. Denzel should win.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I mean, I can't do nothing but take that.
All right. So before we get into the final category, Kay, where are you watching the Oscars tomorrow night?
At home. Here at the crib.
At the crib.
I ain't having no party, no nothing. I'm just going to pull out some popcorn. Got my Orville Redenbachers ready.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you. Mm-hmm. Sit right here and watch it out.
Also, with the Best Original Song category, which one are you looking the most forward to hearing live tomorrow?
I mean, Can't Stop the Feeling with the Trolls. That was a dope track. But how far will I go? How far I'll go for Moana? I'd love to hear that live.
You know what?
Or City of Stars for La La Land, because that was a good song, too.
It was a good song. I would say City of Stars as well. But with Can't Stop the Feeling, I look at that song how I looked at Pharrell's Happy. When Pharrell, when he performed that song at the Oscars a few years ago, and you got that camera view of Meryl Streep just feeling herself, just dancing away in her seat. And, I thought the performance was so dope, and seeing an otherwise boring show, get some color to it, get some life to it, and then you saw Pharrell do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't expect nothing less from when Timberlake performs "Can't Stop the Feeling" tomorrow night, for sure. So we are getting into the final category for the show, and of course the final category for the night, Best Picture. I hate this category. I hate it because it's so stacked. I hate it.
It's too many good movies.
Way too many good movies. Way too many. The nominees for Best Picture are Arrival, Fences, Hacksaw Ridge, Hell or High Water, Hidden Figures, La La Land, Lion, Manchester by the Sea, and Moonlight. Kay, do I dare ask you who will win and who should win?
Man, look, I'm not even gonna lie to you right now, bruh. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Lion, I cried when I watched Lion because that was such a beautiful story. I mean, then I had to go and watch Hidden Figures to feel a little more empowered. Hacksaw Ridge gave me some inspiration. And then you got Fences that made you kind of want to hate people. Like Hell or High Water, I felt like robbing some banks after I watched that. So, and then Arrival made me want to be an astronaut and start looking for aliens. So, these people commanded these roles and made you feel some type of way. I'm so stuck on this category. I hate this category because I'd be like, give them all one.
I know, right?
Fuck it. There's 8 of them. Just get everybody one. Everybody won the Best Picture.
Get the main one his Oscar, and then everybody's gonna get like a runner-up Oscar, like half a body.
Runner-up trophy. There you go.
Like half a body.
There you go. Or just the head on the plaque.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Or just the actual plaque itself. Like, hey man, made a good one. Thanks.
Right. For Best Picture, man. Ooh. I'm going to have to say this. I'm going to say who should win is Fences.
Okay.
But who will win? And I'm playing Russian roulette with this one. But I'm going to say La La Land.
Okay. Um. Okay. So listen, I'm like you. I hate this category. I really do because you literally have 9 fantastic movies, and you really got I couldn't be a Academy Awards member right now. I wouldn't know who to vote for. Honest to God truth. For me, if I were to eliminate anybody from this list with the smallest chance of actually winning something, it would be Hidden Figures. But in the same breath, the Academy is known for hitting you over the head with a crazy surprise, right? So it wouldn't shock me if Hidden Figures didn't win nothing all night, and then Best Picture comes around and they took it. It wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me at all. But Arrival, a fantastic movie. Didn't make me want to be an astronaut or anybody that deals with alien life forms, nothing like that. But for the story that it told, it's very rare that you'll see a alien movie to which the president's not saying, let's go nuke the bastards and all that. It's really about trying to understand and trying to communicate as opposed to let's just go to war. And I think Arrival showcases that beautifully, Hella High Water, another movie that, it was a shock when I saw it, and then it was just an unbelievably great movie. I love this movie. It's such a fun time. It's basically a Western,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's practically
Takes
a Western.
place in Texas.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is a pretty good movie.
You know what I'm saying? And I really dug it. La La Land I thought was great. It wouldn't shock me if they won. Lion, it didn't make me cry, but it told a fantastic story. Manchester by the Sea, personally, will not win, right? Manchester by the Sea is a movie that's going to get most of their accolades from acting or production or writing or even directing. Best Picture,
right.
I just don't see it happening. Now, what I do see happening, and I'm going to give you my picks right now. I will say, and call me crazy if you think I'm crazy.
You're crazy.
Okay. Who should win based off of momentum and the amount of nominations. Who should win is La La Land. That should actually win, right? However, who will win, I feel like this will pull out the ultimate surprise at the Oscars. So I said who should win is La La Land due to the fact it has 14 nominations. It's got crazy buzz. It is getting a lot of momentum thrown that way. Who will win, Moonlight.
You think Moonlight is going to pull an
I
upset?
think so. And feel me on this, okay? Ever since the Oscar nominations came out, right? A lot of these movies got a extended theatrical run so that people can now run to the movies, catch up before the actual before Oscar Sunday. And Moonlight has picked up so much more momentum since Ali won a supporting actor award at a different award show, and it seems to be the talk of a lot of people. A story that a lot of people didn't see coming. It's not a gay story, but what it is a story about a young man trying to discover who he is. In a world that doesn't necessarily accept him for who he is. So I think that the story itself relates to so many people, right? And then once people got a chance to see it, the word of mouth just spreads. It spreads. And I think Moonlight could very well pull off the actual upset tomorrow. Absolutely. Now, that's saying the same thing for Fences. That's saying the same thing for Hidden Figures, even though I doubt it'll win. That's saying the same thing about Hacksaw Ridge. That's saying the same thing about La La Land. But I'm calling it right now. I believe Moonlight will take Best Picture tomorrow night. So
I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be if Moonlight pulls an upset, bruh. That's going to be the talk for at least 2 months.
Well, you know what's funny? That's what Marcus said on the Donnie Brasco show we did earlier this week. He said the one thing that tomorrow will provide is extreme conversation about upsets, about who should have got it, who didn't get it. You know, ever since the whole Oscar So White situation, we've seen this incredible, a new thing of people, of black people, getting put in these movies and TV shows and commercials. And, this is the first year in a long time that, we're forced to really think like, damn, you got Fences in there. You got Hidden Figures in there. You got Moonlight in there. Whew. And then, outside of those with Lion and La La Land and Hell or High Water, all of these movies are they're going up against each other, but they're all special in their own special way. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow's show. I hope Jimmy Kimmel is going to do a fantastic job. I'm looking forward to the performances. I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to take these statues home and which one of our predictions are going to come to light, because I'm going to for sure bring it up to you on the next show.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be right there. Like, yep, told you so. I told you.
So that's J&K's Oscar predictions for the Academy Awards going down tomorrow. It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been fun not taking the DeLorean out today. We're kind of keeping it at home today.
Well, we done went so many places, had to wash it up just a little bit.
Oh, man. Kay, let the good people know where they can find you.
On Facebook, I am at Kay Williams. And other social medias is PHA1914. I'm working on it, people. I'm working on it. I try and talk sometimes when I'm free. But if you hit me up, I will talk back. I will say that.
Stop lying.
No, that's all true. That's all true.
Well, you can find me on all the social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, simply at I am Jay Alonzo. You talk to me and I'll talk back. Our Facebook group, Back to the Classics, a movie talk group, is now up and running. All you got to do is add yourself as a member, and we can include you in with all the movie talk conversations, because we post there every single day. And new episode next week. We got a very special guest on for next week's show. We're not going to tell you what the movie is just yet.
Very special.
Very special guest. We'll let you know all that come next week. Is that it? Are we done?
Yeah, I think that's it, bro.
Lovely. Don't forget to follow Beat Network on all the social media sites. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to all the shows. Shout out to Los and Kev with The Noise. Shout out to Lex and Truth at Like Water for Chocolate. I'm Jay Alonzo.
It's your boy Kay Williams.
We out this thing. Peace.
Peace.